Bengaluru, which is talked about as the green city of India, seems to be losing its tag as the time goes on. The recent proposal made by the High Court to build a 10-story building inside the Cubbon Park has making news, and let's see what the activist with me here today has an opinion about it and what he has to say about this issue. So.
Yeah, I mean, I feel this is a very poor decision taken by the government, and I think it's a bunch of lunatics who have taken this decision, because at this point in time we are all struggling for water, and we are right now in an extreme climate crisis. We are all in a crisis. We all know what's been hitting us, either it is floods or extreme heat, and today Bangalore is already 33 degrees. So each tree they cut is going to be a huge loss for us, humongous loss for us. Way I look at it is, even a blade of grass should not be touched. And if they're going to come up with this 10-story building annex here for the High Court, it's going to be like taking away one part of our lung. One lung we give it away, and we got to breathe and live with the rest lung. So I would say that this is a pretty unfortunate decision taken by the policymakers and the bureaucrats. But the way I look at it is, it's us people who have allowed this to happen. We have been dormant, we have been quiet, we allowed our politicians and bureaucrats to do whatever they wanted all these days. And since we are quiet, they've been riding roughshod on us and doing what they want. But now this is a citizen's voice. People have come together because we need to save ourselves and leave something behind for our future generations. So there is no way we're going to back out. Every decision that they take against our interests will be fought on the ground and in the court. And I believe that our High Court, we've got some very good decisions from the orders from the Honorable High Court of Karnataka, and I don't think the Karnataka High Court is also going to be happy with this decision, because if we look at, we want to have a 10-story building, they could have it somewhere else. There's space in Vidhana. There's so much of space. What is there? There's only politics happening there. They're haggling there. They could shift it there. So why want to destroy one lung? We cannot afford that, and there is no way we're going to allow this, because we have been dormant, we have been quiet. We've been asking people, this is the thing I appeal to people, especially in Bangalore. We're all worried about small things, we're not looking at the bigger picture. So we need to come together, save ourselves, leave your political affiliations aside, because sometimes I've been told, this is my political party, this is my government. This has to be left aside in the interest of us and our future generations. Yeah. And there is no way we're going to back out of this.
Yes. As you mentioned, sir, this is not the first time this is happening. There are several cases about Cubbon Park before as well. I think Cubbon Park is the very easy bait, if we can say. And also, Cubbon Park is not just a park for Bangaloreans. The several communities come across here to spend their valuable time in the park, like pet lovers, book readers. There are several communities here, sir. Now, if the building comes up, 10-story concrete building comes up, it will be a damage for these communities as well. So what do you want to say about that?
You're absolutely right. It is a disastrous decision, and not just about the people. What about the flora and fauna? At least if you see the birds here, you see. This is a place which is the heart of Bengaluru. It keeps Bengaluru alive. And if we let this go, it will be terrible. We are so sad that this government once comes up every 3-4 years with something or the other. As if they don't realize climate change is a reality. As if they don't realize Bengaluru climate is changing, India's climate is, the whole world's climate is changing. Like Joseph said, every blade of grass, every tree, every plant has to be protected. And not only protected, we have to grow more of those. We need less buildings and more. This is a crazy decision on the part of the government, and we will stop at no limit to ensure that it is prevented from happening. The public has to come up, all of you have to come up and make sure that the government gets a message that they have to act sensibly on this. This cannot be a real estate and political mafia once again ruling this roost.
With me, I have my colleague Afreen. She has few questions for the people with me. Let's see what she has to say.
The Bar Association, the Press Club, and the High Court already. So another building, it's like another concrete building inside of Cubbon Park. So what do you have to say?
In the name of sports, already a lot of encroachment has happened into Cubbon Park.
Yeah.
Like I said, Cubbon Park used to be 300 plus acres. Now it's come down to 190. So any sort of concrete building in Cubbon Park, we say no, because we are Bangaloreans. We've seen Cubbon Park, and Cubbon Park is, like I said, it's not just a park, it's an emotion for all of us. And we've grown up seeing Cubbon Park, and our children have been spending time here. We want the same thing to continue with our grandchildren as well. I don't want to sit and show my grandchildren on the internet Cubbon Park used to be like this earlier. So that's not something that we wish to. So we are definitely going to fight for this no concrete building in Cubbon Park, because they're talking about 10-story building in Cubbon Park, the kind of parking space they require for that and the kind of traffic that is going to move around in Cubbon Park. As it is, we've been asking them to shut down the gates for no traffic on weekends. But now today they have said that every third Saturday, second Saturday, they're going to open the gates for traffic as well. So we already, Bangaloreans are leading a very stressful life. Post-pandemic, we should have learnt our lessons. And this is a place where we come with our families and spend some quality time. So not everybody likes to go to a mall. Not everybody likes to go watch a cinema, correct? This is a place where you can come and spend some time with your children. So we are definitely going to fight for this. Please, no Cubbon Park. You're not going to do any more encroachments in Cubbon Park.
Sir, hi. May I know your name and your
Anil.
designation?
Anil, Aam Aadmi Party Media Incharge, Bangalore.
Sir, what do you have to say about this government
See,
decision?
Cubbon Park has more than 10 buildings. Cubbon Park Police Station and Aquarium. Then you come next, badminton tennis stadium. Then Century Club. Then KSDC Hotel. Then Press Club, High Court. Then Bar Association. All this. And already we have plenty of concrete building here. The Cubbon Park is squeezing down, and now the policymakers doesn't know what is the value of Cubbon Park. Cubbon Park is a love, affection, emotion, all this involved in this. And we grew up seeing Cubbon Park, playing in Cubbon Park. Now, if you say somebody come and say that 10-story building will come, and they say tomorrow they may say Cubbon Park will make a Chinnaswamy stadium inside the Cubbon Park, and somebody come and say we need extended Vidhan Saudha inside the Cubbon Park. People will not let it go. So what I am telling, whatever they deciding to do, the building what they wanted to do, 10-story building, they can build 20-story building in the turf club. Don't touch Cubbon Park, but we will not gonna leave it as. That's all. Thank you.
This is Alexander here.
Alexander. Yes. So with us we have Alexander, Mr. Alexander. I had seen you yesterday in the protest. So yes, sir. What do you want to say about this?
Very shortly, I wanted to tell. This is an, even Mr. Prakash Nagadi knows me. Our main intention is, let me put it in a nutshell. We want to save Cubbon Park. We want trees. We don't want concrete. And enough is enough. The pandemic, we all suffered. And for oxygen, people paid for it. But here you get a free oxygen here. We don't want to lose our lungs. For my child and my grandchildren, they don't want to, I don't want to see them suffer. And these people, they for the money and for the mafia, and they wanted to make use of it. Money is not going to save them. One fine day, those people, they have to come and sleep under this tree. Then only they'll get their life. Money is not going to give them the life. And because I know the Cubbon Park past 45 years, my children walked here. And I walked in this because I studied in Indian high school. And in St. Joseph's College I studied and I worked. Now, what I want to tell is, please leave this lung space. And see, one more important thing I want to tell here is, this is a hollow. The metro is already gone. And it's going up to Vidhana Saudha. And from there to Majestic. Now, where this 10-story building and plus 110, 200 trees will go. Now, in the hollow, where they're going to construct, that means they're going to come deep inside the Cubbon Park. Many trees will go. And finally, as they've swallowed lakes, they've swallowed many parks, they swallowed post office, Rajakoluvas, they swallowed everything. They want all the eyes is upon this. So this is a gold mine for them. They want to destroy and they want to bring the building. And they want to know. Yesterday we met our opposition leader, Mr. R. Ashok. We went to his house, myself, and he said, "Why the people are concentrating? Yaak illi concentration ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ. Let them go to the turf club." Raju Gowda was such a educated person, and he said, I don't know what these people are up to. And Raju, you know, everyone knows Raju Gowda is a well-educated gentleman. And he too was hurt very badly. Now what I wanted to request the public to raise up and see that that 10 story is not going to come. And we wanted to show the power, the public power, that will never allow the 10 story to come. If he is a mental patient, whoever is allotting it, and we can't help. That the only right place for him is at Nimahans and not Cubbon Park.
So I have one last question, sir. Yesterday also you had mentioned that you are living here from past 45 years. So how has the Cubbon Park changed over the time? That is my one last question.
Yeah. Ma'am, the Cubbon Park was very lonely and full of trees. Could anybody believe my breakfast was here? I used to have guavas, I used to have blueberries, mangoes, and that was our breakfast. 5-6 of us used to cut across this Cubbon Park and go the other side, and that was our breakfast. Can anybody believe it? We lived by fruit every morning, and there was a small little lion, stone lion, carved one. In that the water will come 24/7, and that's the water we used to drink after playing. And it was a lonely, beautiful, no traffic, absolutely. I seen Tanga going by, bullock cart going by. I seen rarely one bus passes by. Mount Carmel College bus, the old antique bus used to pass by. That's all what we have seen. Now, these people, I swear, I tell you, ma'am, I'm so hurt, you are Amit Prakash. The DD, second Saturday and Sundays and holidays, we all stood and we said, don't allow traffic. Now they are allowing the traffic inside. It's so painful. How much the trees gets hurt, how much we get hurt. The amount of the speed mile they are going, more than 80 kilometers two-wheelers. The beautiful, innocent animals are getting killed. 3-4 dogs got killed, hurt, the amount of speed they go. And so I really don't know what is happening. What I have seen, what I'm seeing now, it's very painful. Yeah. It's hurting.
Yes, as the activists mentioned that the lung space of the city is going to be destroyed if this 10-storied building comes up. As I said, Cubbon Park is not just a park for the Bengalurians, and it is a space and a place and a home for lakhs and lakhs of people who are living here. And if this 10-storied concrete building comes into the park, it just destroys these several communities with the peace that they come here for looking. And yeah, Afreen, please.
So Madhu, we have to understand that it's not only about the people, it's about the flora and fauna, the very rare, distinguished species that exist here, that all of them are going to be affected. It's not just the people, it's the entire ecosystem that's going to be affected. And the protesters clearly think that this is a disastrous decision that the government has taken, and they hope that they recall this decision and take a wise choice instead. They're saying that there is so much land outside of Cubbon Park where this 10-story building, they're saying forget 10-story, you can build a 20-story building here, building outside of Cubbon Park, and they don't mind. But do not touch their Cubbon Park. Do not move an inch into the Cubbon Park anymore. So this is Afreen Hussain.
This is Madhumita with camera person Shivu. You're watching India Today SoSouth.